Is it live?
I didn't hear now. Some of your destinations have errors.
Hey.
I have to figure out which one of my destinations got errors because that's what it's telling me. One of these destinations got errors, y'all. But yeah, no. What? Your mama a Cancer, love. I know you love us. And let me we is some kind of fucking awesome. I don't know if you know, but I'm gonna let you know.
No, I like y'all. Y'all know
What's
I
up,
like y'all.
man?
Y'all compassionate. I
Hey,
love
man.
Know how compassionate we is, or whatever the case may be. But we
Y'all
got a
is.
whole lot of reflection to us. I know we big mirrors. I
One thing
feel
about
that.
Cancer, you want to learn how to trap a Cancer, all you got to do is just love on them. Just give them that love they need to hear in that moment they arguing with you. They going to stay with you. That's bad to stay. That's bad
I'm
to
not.
say.
Y'all
But
I
I
ain't
cancers.
love
that
a
type of
Cancer.
Cancer. I ain't that type
Y'all
of Cancer.
cancers a little sensitive.
Is we? Is
You
we?
just a different. Your moon just
Is
different.
we love? Cause tell
Your
me
moon
about
just
no, but
different.
I agree though. I am sensitive. I'm sensitive to other people.
Yeah, I can see
I'm
that.
I'm sensitive to other people bullshit. That's
Baby, they gonna stand on
why.
business. One thing about a Cancer though, they gonna stand on business. They gonna stand
You a
on respect.
cancer?
They gonna make sure family. Nah, my mama
No,
is though.
she
What you
not a.
is?
I'm an Aries Taurus. April
Oh,
22nd.
oh Lord.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all.
Oh, but
Y'all
you said
can't
an
see it.
April Taurus. Okay, I mean an April Aries. I can fuck with it.
Dang. But the March Aries are actually better than the April though. I'm gonna be real honest. April too moody. March is fun and dingy.
Really?
Sneaky and
That's
devious.
interesting.
Sneaky and
Yes.
March Dingy?
devious.
I would have never known.
Yes. Yeah. The months really make a difference because Aries, March would be Aries and Pisces type season.
I
So
don't
that
even know.
Pisces, it really make them be in their own world. They don't care about people like that.
Mm.
And that's why I said sneaky and devious.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which I don't know. I'm not saying I don't like Pisces. I love y'all. Okay. We love a dreamer over here. Y'all just a bit delusional. Just a bit.
What?
Just a
They
tad.
delusional. Not
They some big
Pisces is
narcissists,
delusional
baby.
now.
They delusional.
Them March Pisces a little. They some narcissists, child.
I don't know,
Mm-mm-mm.
y'all. I don't
Now
know.
we
I don't
talking about the
know.
signs.
Van said, "What y'all think about Gemini?"
Van, we not gonna
Actually,
go there because we done talked
I
about
mean,
them Geminis now. Van, we done talked about
what?
them damn Gemini.
I
Y'all
love a good
hell.
Gemini. Y'all
You know
are a good
y'all
What you
friend.
Geminis is
think about the
hell.
Geminis?
I love a good Gemini, especially a good
What?
Gemini female. They really will ride for you. They'll be down for you.
Now we
Now,
ain't, they
can
loyal
they
to a
turn?
fault.
Yes, but I like
They
them.
they loyal to a fault.
That
That I can
that
say.
I will say that.
However, you don't know if you get the motherfucking Prince Charming or Jekyll. The fuck?
Yeah, yeah. You gotta watch that. It depends, because if you're with them every day and that's your day one, they're gonna be loyal to you. Now, if they see you every now and again, then they're gonna feel like you doing something to them, and it's like, girl, we just growing apart. Leave it alone.
So tell
It
me,
really
Miss Van
depends.
or Miss, whatever the Van is, whatever your gender is, love. What you think about that? How did they get? Somebody said Pinky speaking facts, so there you go.
Yeah, I like them though.
That's it.
That's because she said that they are loyal. They are loyal. I can agree with that. However, Gemini's got
Will they flip?
bipolar.
Yes,
They
they
will
will
flip
flip.
on you.
They
You
will
don't
flip on
know.
you.
I
That's
can't
why I
say
say
that.
you got
I,
to be
I
with
really
them every
can't
day.
say.
Geminis are going to be loyal to you if you are with them all the time. Not all the time, but like you got to be day ones. If you are not day ones, they're not going to be locked into you. And I can respect that a little bit because it's like, baby, I don't see you every day. I don't talk to you every day. I really don't know if you blood or not. Get the hell out of my face.
I mean, that's anybody though.
But that's
I'm
really
not.
a Gemini
I'm not loyal
because
to
they'll still
friends.
kick it with you. They'll still kick it with you. They'll still do everything with you. But mm, nah, because if we're a Taurus, like a Taurus, I'm not even gonna say just a Taurus. Other zodiac signs, it'll be like, even if I don't see you for 2 months, as long as we had that conversation, we good about it, it's cool. Gemini, it depends. It depends.
I don't know. I ain't fucked with enough Geminis to even be sitting up here giving y'all a discord about them. So I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Girl, honey, listen. My ex was a Gemini. that I was with
Yeah.
for 6 years, and my ex-husband that I was with for 10 years was a Pisces.
Chris a Gemini. It's
Oh,
the
child.
Akate collection.
He got
Why
some.
Uh,
she
What
say
he
that?
at?
She said, "Oh, child,
Oh,
you want to
child.
and
get about
said, what
Gemini?"
again about a Gemini? Van said we flip. Van said we will flip, but only when necessary. Our temper is
Only
pretty
when
bad, but
necessary.
once we lock in, we lock in all the way. That's what
I can
Van said.
honestly say that.
Yeah,
I can
Britt's
say that
fine.
they are
Okay,
loyal.
little backgrounds back there going on.
Girl, I
I see.
apologize. I thought it was gonna give me like a little heart sign. I said I didn't know it
No,
could
if
do
you,
this.
but sometimes like if you put them up, if you do the heart, I don't know how to do the little heart thing, but if you put the heart up, it'll do it because like it's like the thumbs up thing. You do the thumbs up. If you do the heart sign, I don't know why it's not working, but sometimes that heart sign. Hey, Ange, what's up, big Ange? Hey, listen, I'm sorry, y'all. We got into this topic and didn't even get into the topic.
Okay,
We just
hey,
talking, but
and hey,
welcome to
hey,
our
both y'all.
candid
I apologize.
conversation, motherfucker. What you talking about? Like, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. But so I'll go ahead and do the introduction because I'm going to be your guide today. So, welcome to the Immersive Experience, a podcast about you, from you, for you. I'm your guide, Desi Lou. And today we talk about the essence of God's love. Is it a free gift or is it earned grace? So, what I had wrote down is imagine a love so profound it transcends time and space, offering comfort and guidance through life's most challenging moments. Now consider this. Is such divine love truly unconditional, or does it come with expectations and conditions? This question has sparked debates for centuries, inviting believers and skeptics alike to explore the depths of their faith and understanding. So I invite you all to join us as we delve into the compelling conversation examining the nature of God's love. Is it boundless, all encompassing? Is it boundless and all encompassing embrace, or does it require something from us in return? Your insights and reflection are valuable as we navigate this profound topic. And I want to state that I want to make sure that we are being respectable of everyone's beliefs, everyone's opinions. So make sure you put your emotions on the shelf. That's all I'm asking, really. We're gonna have a conversation. And you can't have your emotions in it when we're trying to have a conversation. But let's talk about it. If you
Let's
are
talk
tuning
about
into
it.
the immersive experience, like, subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram at the _immersive experience. And again, we are a podcast about you, for you, from you. So don't you forget that. I am going to allow my panel to introduce themselves, and China is to the right of me, so she'll go first.
To the right, to the right. Hey y'all, this your girl China V. I'm back on here again for the umpteenth time. Seeing and gracing in your presence all day, every Sunday and Thursday and periods. Come on over to my shop, Village Centrals LLC, and get you a good old body butter. From me to you with love.
Amen.
Periods.
Yep. Um, I don't
He
know.
went on. Oh,
He there.
he's
Now,
king.
peace.
Jeez.
This is on Veda, founder of the Akashi Garden, as well as the Futurist Vision Media Group. We help specifically Black businesses market their businesses through social media, websites, you name it. We build websites. We help you get your cards together, help you with your taxes. We help you with anything pertaining to a business. We help small business owners get where they need to go. And then with the Akasha Garden, we push holistic medicines and entheogenic medicines for our people, by our people, all ethically and sourced. Um, all of our materials are ethically sourced or grown by us. So
Come on, Fubu.
that's peace.
For you, by
Who
you.
by us?
Whatever. Hey, Fubu. Their business is Fubu. Grown by
Mm-hmm.
us, for you, holistically, organically, bitch with love. No, what you talking about? All right, thank you so much. Pinky.
Hey y'all. As you know, I am Inner Conversations, a safe place of discussion and discovery. I'm your resident love spirit guide, Pinky. I am all about loving you, getting you to see you, getting you to trust you, getting you to have you, getting you to understand your relationship with you. Before you even try to build anything outside of you, let's focus on you. And that is what I'm here for. Your safe space, your safe discussion, your safe spot. Okay? Your little, what is it? Your little pillow talk you need at night or in the daytime, whatever time you want to pay me. Okay. But either way it go. What was I gonna say? You can find me on YouTube, you can find me on TikTok, and you can find me on Instagram. My name is Inner Conversations, but with the S, it's gonna be an actual Z and not an S at the end. But YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I also have a book called Blooming Soul. If you want to understand how to get out of your childhood trauma, get out of your childhood story, get out of your parents' story, society's story, everybody else's story, come and get that book, Woman Soul, because it's going to teach you how to learn and live in your own truth, in your own power, in your own glory. But yes, you guys, that's it.
All right. Well,
Hey,
thank you
Josh.
all so much. What's up, John? How you feeling? How you feel? I want to invite the audience to join in on the conversation. I would love to know your perspective as well because, and I do want to let the panel, I just want to remind the panel that we dominate these time constraints. This podcast is only an hour long. So make sure we being respectable. I got ADHD, y'all, after an hour. My mind be somewhere else. I want y'all to know that in real life. And be like, I could be cooking right now, really. But let me get into this. So, the first question I want to discuss with you guys, or I want your answer on, is what does love feel like? And I want to delve into that first because I want a definition of what love is for you before we start the conversation of is God's love unconditional or conditional. So, China, because you are to the right of me, I will call on you first every single time. So,
All the
I'll let you go
time.
ahead.
You said what is
What is love? What does love feel like to you?
uh unconditionally is like a deep affection and intense
Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. I want what it feels like to you, your
Oh
experience, your
Lord, we're
personal
going deep.
experience
We're
of
going
love.
okay. So love it. I guess it can't be explained. It's just a feeling that you know that's real. It's like intense. You put me on the spot with that one. Let's
Hey,
see here.
oh,
You put me on the you that part. It feels safe and protected.
Ange.
Thank you. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels good though. But
Hey,
however,
listen,
like you
I'm
said,
along for the ride. I'm along for the ride of you. You can only give it to me how you could give it to me, and that's all I want. That's it. All right. Well, Mr. I will allow you to tell me what love feels like to you.
Compassion, understanding, that which is said and unsaid is both understood. Warmth and wholesomeness, completeness,
Mhm.
solitude, comfort. Yeah,
Okay, I love that. Before I come to you, Pinky, Van said love sustains you. It's a sense of pleasure and pain. All right, Van, thank you. I appreciate that. Pinky, I'm
hmm,
on to you, love. Come with it. What does love feel like to you?
You know, I always gotta take y'all on a whirlwind. So when you first asked that question, it really just took me on what it feels like to me presently.
Mhm.
It's something that's soft. It's something that's patient. It's something that's passionate. It's something that honestly changes depending on who I am at that moment. Sometimes it's something that's really just really fast paced, really open, really adventurous. But then other times it's something that's really slow, really catering, reassuring. Love is something that's consistent, but it's ever changing depending on
hmm.
who I am at that present moment. So love is something I can't explain fully because I'm still growing it as I speak and I'm still understanding it even in this present moment, but it is something that, like they said, it love feels safe. Love sustains you. Love keeps your blood, oh, your blood. Your love keeps your blood pumping. Love keeps your heart going. Love wakes you up in the morning. I love myself, so I can't wait to wake up and be with myself more. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
love is like so many things that I can't explain, but so many things I can. But we ain't got the time for it, honestly. But yes, that's what I think.
So I would say to me, love is all encompassing. I agree with you guys. I don't have a way to just simply state um, a feeling of having love within me by myself, with myself, but it was cultivated with somebody else. It's because they helped me see myself. So love taught me how to be wholly me. And so what it feels like to me is what said is it's not necessarily a completion, but it make you feel whole. Like I already know I'm complete as a person, but another person can come in and add to that, and it gives you a feeling of wholeness, because we be missing love in real life. I ain't gonna lie to you, like we be thinking we be knowing what the shit is, but we be missing it. And
Yeah.
I agree with Van that love definitely sustains you. If there is nothing else, as long as you know what you and another person got, as long as you know what you got with yourself, you are sustained. I agree with that. So I want to ask, um, is God's love like a cosmic blanket? And I want to say that some will argue that God loves envelops us unconditionally like a cosmic blanket that warms even the coldest of heart. Is this perspective too idealistic, or does it resonate with your own experiences? So, Pinky, is God's love like a cosmic blanket?
I want you to explain that a little bit more in my terms. Explain it just a little bit more in your words, I should say, to where I can understand it. Right now, I'm like, what does it mean? Is it mean like, is it a soft blanket? Is it a soft cloud that I lay on? Like, what you trying to
Nah,
say?
like it enveloped all of us. Like God's love envelops all of us. Is his love like a cosmic blanket?
To all who want them.
Okay.
When it comes to God love, it's really, when it comes to God anything, you have to choose God. So it's not that God won't choose you, it's not that God won't love you, it's not that God won't see you. You really got to want that relationship. And even in that relationship with God, you know, again, your love and my love is different. And at the same time, you might not be asking God for love, you might really be asking God just for some war. You might be asking God for some protection, and that's something that you might not see as love. So I really just feel like it's to those that seek it, and it's to those that define it for
Now, let
themselves.
me ask you the cosmic blanket theory. Is this perspective too idealistic, or does it resonate with any of your own experiences?
That God's love is like a blanket to me.
Yeah. Do you think that people who have that ideal, is it too idealistic, or do you have any personal experiences that you could say like, yeah, it has been like a cosmic blanket for me?
Maybe I should ask you, what is cosmic blanket? What do you mean by that?
All encompassing. How the cosmos encompass the earth is God's love all encompassing. Does it cover everybody? And I mean, you answered the question very well.
Does it cover everybody? Like, I can't put God, like, my love to God does not include everybody. So I guess that's why I really don't have a response for it. Because my love with God doesn't include people, it includes me. So is it whatever the word is? Y'all know what I'm saying.
I do.
Is it that? I really don't know, because I don't know about everybody else, but I know about me. He
I
covers
want it from
everything I
your
need for me.
perspective. I don't want it from everybody else's perspective. I want it from you.
Who said? God is my cosmic blanket. God is my
Okay.
everything, because anytime that I ask him for anything, he gives it to me. And when I say anything I ask him for, if it's advice, if it's love, it's just something that I'm really going to him and talking to him, not having to act. Even if I'm crying, even if I'm yelling, even if I'm screaming, just as long as I'm talking to God. Every time I tell him what I need, or every time I tell him a fault, or every time I tell him something, he comes through for me. The only thing I have to do is listen to what my partner just told me to do. So yes, I really do believe that God is something where he can cover all of you. A personal experience would just be with my business. Me even attracting you. This wasn't something that I just went out and seek. This was something where I was on live. You saw me, you got a reading, we met up, and boom, I'm on your podcast. Now I'm just sharing my knowledge. And now it's gonna be for millions of people to see.
All right.
So
I
is it
like that.
covering? Yes.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much. China, is God's love like a cosmic blanket?
I would say yes.
Okay.
I would
Now,
say yes.
do
Personal
you believe that
experience.
this perspective is too idealistic, or does it resonate with any of your own experiences?
It resonates with my own experiences.
Okay. Would you like to delve deeper into how or why, or is that?
I can honestly say, I always knew God, I always knew of God, but I don't think honestly I didn't start having a real relationship with God until the year 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Like I believed in God, but developing that relationship for real, wasn't until 2021.
Okay.
And so I can honestly say I can relate to what Pinky was saying when she said that whatever she asked for of him came through. Might not have been what you was looking for, but you asked for it. You asked
Mm-hmm.
for him to reveal something, he's going to reveal it whether you like it or not. If you
And
ask for,
said,
Mm-hmm.
huh?
"Oh, I was just going." Ann says, "Yep, same here. Same here.
Yeah.
Intentional." So she's saying you got to be intentional, but.
Right, right. You got to be very specific what you ask for.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I could definitely say that, with my experience of revelation last year, it was crazy. But I asked specifically, remove what is not for me from me. And he did just that. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it, but it needed to happen. It needed to happen so I can receive really what was for me, my blessings that what work was for me. So
Mm-hmm. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, China. Last but not least, the question is for you: Is God's love like a cosmic blanket?
Um, and I probably have a vastly different
That's okay.
understanding
I want the
of
perspective
these
regardless.
things. So, for me, I don't I don't necessarily define the the love in the iteration of it. I see it as more parental
mhm.
as a parent, as a father. The love is from the creator to the created,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all encompassing as it's there. Um, but at the same time, it's a choice, right? It's a choice.
Yeah.
But then it goes even deeper from this perspective that there is certain lines that can't be crossed, and when those lines are crossed, it changes. You know what I'm saying? It changes to the perspective of, if you out here living foul and you doing foul purposely and intentionally, then you know if there's nothing redeemable left in there, then you're not going to be under that blanket anymore. You can do things to get from underneath that. But even in that, I think a lot of times our perspective becomes somewhat, I wouldn't say selfish, but semi sort of narcissistic in how we approach God. You know what I
Mm,
mean? In the concept of God, it becomes very selfish.
I agree.
And I think that one of the truest things that I've ever discovered in my life, because I've died twice, like
Mm,
clinically, I died twice. And so in both of those instances, my perspective radically changed about how my connection to, or there's this phrase called being better in tune with the infinite. And I think that we can't actually fully understand or appreciate or even feel or understand anything until we hit that place of understanding within
mm,
ourselves first. Um, because a lot of times, you we're so obsessed with what's in front of us that we don't really, or what we think we're not having, that we miss a lot of the things that we do have.
mm.
I agree
So
with
and
that.
so it's is it that the love is all encompassing, or do we, or is it a factor of you have to actually be in tune with it to actually receive it? And
So
those are
let
two
me
things that
ask
I
you.
battle with.
So let me ask you right there at that point, and I think this brings us to the crux of this conversation, like literally, based off of what you just said. Does that make God's love conditional or unconditional?
Very much conditional. In every
Okay.
holy book, it says it's conditional. The
Mm-hmm.
moment you and God has said multiple times in every religion, God says the moment you fuck with my ops, the moment you roll with that which is against that which is right or righteous, I don't rock with you no more. I don't rock with you no more. There's certain I laid out the long I laid the line out. You crossed that line purposefully, not by accident, purposefully, right? At
I
that
like.
point, you made a decision. So now I can't rock with you no more. We can't deal with each other no more because you've gone to that other side. There's very few instances in the Bible, just specifically. There's very few instances in the Bible where Jesus was like, "Yeah, everybody, it's all love, but yo, you mess with a kid, kill yourself. You will never be redeemed. Kill yourself. It's better to tie a millstone around your neck and throw it in the river before you even think you can talk to my father." And so that shows you right there. There are things that you can do or not do that puts it
All
in that
right.
perspective.
So I want to give you the perspective of Van. He said God's love, or they said God's love isn't conditional because it's forgiving and understanding. When we get led astray, He's forgiving to welcome us, to welcome you back into His arms.
I feel like
So
people don't understand conditional though. Just
Yeah,
because we're saying conditional, that does not mean you have to earn God's love. And that's because we have been conditioned to think that we're earning his love.
It's already
We're
given.
not talking about when it comes to conditional or unconditional love that like it still can't be unconditional. What I'm saying is my unconditional love for God could be I just have to be happy and he's gonna work for me. Your unconditional love for God could be I just have to go to this 9 to 5 and he's gonna provide for me. That's your condition with God. That's my condition with God. But that doesn't mean that I struggle to get there. This is what I set up. But I'm sorry, I just had to say that.
no, I mean, everybody's perspectives on this is one of those things where there's technically no right or wrong answer because there's no
absolutely,
real way to prove it outside of your own
I agree.
experience. And
Mhm.
through and because it's like that, it's the same thing with just religion in general. There's a thousand things that I don't agree upon with religion and different practices. There's a million things I don't agree with. Um, and when you understand the history of religion and you understand the history of different religions, you understand why certain things are the way it is. And so, like Pinky said, it's not that it's unconditional in the sense of um, you can do whatever you want in God to come back in forgiveness if you repent and different things of that nature. But there are lines you cannot cross.
Exactly. You can't
There's
think
I
lines
that
agree.
specifically that you cannot cross.
you
And
can't think that unconditional love doesn't come without boundaries. Do you think that unconditional love requires boundaries?
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely, there's
Pinky?
boundaries, and then
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, no, I'm just saying there's boundaries, and then there's like again, like a parent, I can love you, you're my child, I love you. But if you out here doing foul to the point where it's hurting other people, it's
Hmm.
hurting me, it's hurting everybody in the family, then I can't rock with you. That don't mean I don't
Absolutely.
love you anymore, but that don't mean you get my protection. That don't mean you get to do what you want to do and still think that you could come through and do whatever you want to do. That's not how it works. It's never worked
Absolutely.
that way.
I like that. I like that. Pinky, I saw you reach. I'm sure it was for you to talk. So, does unconditional love require boundaries?
That's crazy that I was about to be like, no, but then I'm like, no, it does. It takes me back to when you said you just don't like the word. You just
I
don't
feel
like
you.
the
I feel you.
word.
I feel you.
But that don't mean that it's the same thing. Condition, boundaries, laws, whatever you want to call it, semantics. At the end of the day, it's a contract that you made with God. So yeah, definitely.
Okay. Pinky, I mean Pinky, China. Does unconditional love require boundaries?
I agree. I mean, yeah, I agree with what Pinky
I
said. Yeah, I definitely think that it comes with boundaries. You can't be out here just wilding and think that just because you have God on your side, you can just do whatever you want to do with no consequence.
Absolutely. I agree with that. I agree with all of you because I do believe that to answer the question, I do believe that God's love is unconditional. I do think that there is a certain and I can see where conditions can come into play. I can see how we can feel like I have to be a certain way to access his love. But to me, I feel like it's just goes back into what was saying. It's like parental love. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
God's tough love. And you gotta show it sometimes. I can't just give you all of me all out and you supposed to be like, and you coming in and you taking advantage of the love that I have to give. You thinking it's supposed to work on your time. And I feel like a lot of people, sometimes we feel like God's supposed to work on our time. Like this supposed to happen because I said it was supposed to happen, or this supposed to happen because this how this mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. But that's the whole play on faith. Not my will, but your will be done. So it's about your walk with God in the first place. So I agree with everything that you guys saying. I want to ask China, is conditional love transactional?
Oh, that's break down transactional for us. Break down in your
It
words
is.
transactional.
Oh, transactional. Girl, that's anything. If you sell a product, I gotta pay you money. Is it transactional? Is conditional love transactional? It's a
So it's not
transaction.
about
If a
money. It's
transaction
just about
happens,
the exchange. It's about the
Like an
exchange.
exchange between my love, God's love for no, I don't feel like it's transactional. I don't feel like that.
I feel
No.
that. I like that. I like that. All right, Pinky, you is God's love transactional? It's conditional love transactional, not God's love. It's conditional
Okay.
love.
If we
Can-
talking about like money wise,
That's what
I'm
I'm
not even gonna
trying
say
to
it like
figure
that.
out. You
That
saying God's
because
love
I
or
feel
just
like, oh yeah.
I wanna let's keep it within the topic. We got a topic, so let's keep it
Are
within the
we talking
topic.
about energy wise? Because
Yeah.
that's how I see it. I see it like energy wise, conversation wise, commitment wise. If we're going that route, of course, because God needs a level of commitment and loyalty. You know, if you loyal to your friend, you got to check up to them every day, right? If you loyal to your family, you really are gonna be locked in with their passions, with their vision, with their goals. You're gonna be affirming them. You're gonna learn how to love them better. So, is it transactional? Yes, but in the sense of just gaining a deeper bond with God when it comes to me. Because I see God as like my husband. I don't see God as like somebody where it's like, oh, he's my what is it? He might be my parent, he might be my child, like he might be my friend. Like I see him as just a lot. I've married into God's partnership. Literally, that's how
I'm
I feel.
telling you.
So
That's what
I definitely do think that God is transactional when
so
it
you
comes to
so
just the condition of it.
I guess what I'm hearing is in order to get something or receive something, you have to give something or that's what I'm hearing here.
Because you do. All things are when people say transactional, they think monetary, but it's transactional in the sense of devotion. It's transactional in the sense of faith. It's transactional in the sense of like when I was studying to get my when I was studying to be ordained. um One of the things that I noticed is that first and foremost, he lays out the conditions. This is
he
what
does.
which I find, like especially in Psalms and in Leviticus, it's a very
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy it's
Anywhere you want to
lists,
think of.
he very much lists what the
Hey,
conditions
hey,
are with him,
he
and,
real
and the
cut
same
and
thing
clear.
with the same thing in the Quran and the same thing in the Talmud. It's all the same, and it's always the same thing. Yo, you got to live a clean life. You have to
Right.
do these specific things. If you're in my court, if you're in my um, envelopment, there are a series of laws and behaviors that I expect you to administer to. Um, and it's not just for the sake of saying it. It's because there's a reason why there needs to be those things. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why there needs to be those things, and a lot of times they don't understand that because, people want to do what they want to do. So yeah, in order to get that advice, in order to get that protection, in order to get those things, you have to be in the space to listen and receive them. So in that, you have to be in the position of like, I used to go to the temples and do salat with my Muslim brothers because I've studied and participated and practiced almost every religion man has ever created, and making salat was like probably one of the closest times I felt God in a room, in a space, at one central point, focal point in time. And like even how they do the recitation of salat, it deals with frequencies, and everybody has to be connected by the ankle, connected at the elbow, connected at the shoulder, and everybody's doing the same thing at the same time. It's an energy exchange. So yes, it's very transactional, and it'll always be transactional.
I want to ask you, what role does repentance play in the understanding of God's love?
Yeah, is it me?
Yeah.
Repentance. So repentance, a lot of people just think is I say sorry,
Right.
and God just accepts it. No,
No.
no, no. Because you can say 1,000 times, "Oh, I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry for doing X, Y, Z," and then you turn around and you do it again.
You're
So,
not really sorry.
first of all, even the usage, and then this is something from psychology, and this is universally applicable. Sorry is not an apology.
A changed action is though,
A
and that's what
changed
I'm
action
always
is.
telling people. Don't
Right.
you be over here telling me sorry if you ain't gonna change shit. Don't come
But
apologize to me, bitch. I
right,
don't want it.
but even then, sorry is not a word that is even applicable to of the sincerity of what you're asking for.
I apologize.
I apologize for doing this XYZ, opposed to, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Like if I say I'm sorry, I'm my bad after I hurt your feelings, how well is that going to help you in your healing of the situation and help me within the healing of the situation? If I'm like, my bad, like, yeah, I fucked up, my bad.
I'm
You know
gonna
what I'm
be
saying?
real with you.
It's like an implied shrug that comes with it. I'm sorry, my bad. Like,
Well, I feel like this, and this has always been my take on apologies. Just even saying I apologize, they don't mean shit unless you got a changed action behind them. I
action
don't care if
behind it.
it's the
I
right
agree
way to
100%.
apologize. I don't care if it's just I'm sorry, my bad. And then one thing I say, and this could play into this toxic ism you was talking about the last time we was on here. But listen, if you ain't nobody finna heal me unless I want to walk past some shit. So it don't matter what your apology like. If your actions ain't changed, if you ain't showing me no change behavior, I ain't finna stick around and keep fucking with you in the first place.
Exactly, and the thing is even in that, right? So on the other side of that, right? So when you're on the side of receiving the apology, and you know it's not sincere, and you know it's not heartfelt, and you know it's not, you know what I'm saying? You feel you smell the bullshit on it.
Yeah, I
You're
feel
not
you.
you're not even gonna give that you're more reluctant to even give that person the chance to show that they can do better, because this might be the third, fourth, fifth, 11th time they done said my bad. And now how many times do we see people say, oh, my bad, God know my heart, or my bad, he know what it is, and I'm
He can't know
sorry.
your heart if you always flip flopping. How the man gonna know
but
your heart? You don't
but
even know
but
your heart.
right, and even
But we
then,
supposed to flip flop because we
no,
Is we?
change.
no,
Is
hold on.
Because we
There's
change.
difference. There's difference between
Only when
we
you're
change
leveling
perspective.
up. You flip flop when you're leveling up.
Nah, you
That's
so
why I'm
I
like,
don't
it's
think
not.
you
It can be
flip
bad,
flop
but it can
even
be
when you
good.
leveling up though.
nah, there's
Yes,
I
no
you
don't think
flip.
you
can.
flip flop.
Nah.
So you think that if you were broken one season and the next season you feel whole, you gonna still have broken features of you, or you gonna have to switch your whole perspective in your whole life? You gonna have to flip flop because sometimes you're gonna be in an energy of anger, then you're gonna have to flip flop and realize why am I angry? Yeah, this
Well,
would have made me angry last season, but this season, this shouldn't even bother me. It's already
well.
taken care of.
So here's the science, right? So is it flip flopping or is it reflection?
Reflection.
So because if I'm flip flopping, that means that one minute I'm doing the right thing, the next minute I'm not because I'm persuaded or I'm influenced or something happens that elicits an emotions that triggers me, and I immediately go back to the bad habit. So that
It
means
depends
that
on the
I
perspective, though.
never
With flip
changed.
flop.
That means I never changed. That just means I covered it up, but I didn't actually change because if I actually changed, then my actions are going to be indicative of the change.
I don't know. I don't agree with that. I
Well,
don't
I'll
agree.
well,
tell you,
explain
okay,
it to
so
me
here's an
from your
example.
perspective real quick, because I want to see
Yeah.
how y'all see it. Because I'm with
I believe that there could be change. Nobody's perfect. You can change all day long. But if you have somebody, and I know there's always a choice on whether or not you want to act upon what you changed from. However, that don't mean that I'm perfect, and if somebody keeps poking and poking and poking the bear, how many times I'm gonna let you slap me in my face?
but how does that make it a flip flop?
Can I speak?
No, I was referring to what Vader was saying, that he was saying that you never have changed if you're going back and you acting upon what you changed from. If I lash out on something, it's because you asked for these hands after I
But a changed
consistently walked
behavior
away.
would allow you to apply or to apply a different solution because you are a
Okay.
changed woman. You wouldn't go back in with the same mind of saying
No,
like, you
no,
know
I
what,
wouldn't
fuck
do
this,
that.
put all that
But
other
what I'm
shit on the shelf. I'm finna beat
but
your
what I'm
ass,
saying,
bitch.
yeah, it can get to that. I definitely can change back to that because that's always in me. That's
Okay.
always in me.
I feel like when it comes to flip flop energy, it's I understand where is coming from when he said it's reflection. But you really got to think about it. What you doing in reflection? You going from low energies to high energies. You flip flopping back from the energy of a high polarity to a low polarity because you're in an energy of okay. I feel a memory just came up where I'm embarrassed. Maybe let's say that I got bullied in high school, and I'm just remembering me getting bullied in high school. But instead of me sitting in that energy of being bullied, I'm a go and I'm a honor that. I'm gonna be like, damn, I know I got bullied in high school, but look how much confidence I have from all of that bullying, from all of that shame, from all of that knockdown, because you can flip flop through energies of low and high. So
See,
when I say it depends on the perspective, what I was saying, you can take it as a perspective of flip floppy energy is fake, or you can take it into a perspective of flip floppy energy is really you sitting in reflection.
well,
Depends
I
on how
think
you
it's
take it.
the word when I hear flip flop, I instantly think of fake. This bitch ain't
Oh no, I
consistent
wasn't talking
at
about
all.
that.
That's what I'm
Like
I wasn't
saying.
talking
Like
about
it
that.
depends
I
on how
don't
you
think
take it.
when you talk about going from a lower energy to a higher energy, I'm already thinking, oh, you transcending bullshit. That's a transcend. That's you transcending. Flip flopping mean you back and forth. You straddling the fence. That's what it means to me.
Those are
That's why.
actions.
Yeah, that's an action. Flip flop is an action that you're doing
Yeah.
because you're
So
flip
that
flopping from being real to being fake. So you're flip flopping from low to high. I just put it in a different perspective. That's
I
why I
got
say
you.
it's about perspective.
so here's this so different perspective, right? Because I get what you're saying as far as having in that reflection there's going to be change, or there's going to be rises in peaks and valleys, you know what I'm saying? You're going to
Mhm.
have high highs and low lows and everything in between. That's
Absolutely.
when we're talking about flip flopping. That means that if I say, hey, I'm going to stay home and participate deeper with my family, with my spouse, right? When my previous behavior was I was out all the time, I wasn't paying attention to nobody, I was being neglectful, so on and so forth, right? A
Mhm.
true change behavior is I'm sitting my ass in the house and I'm investing in my family.
Right.
But now, if I then decide to go back and start neglecting everybody and doing all those things again, and I say, well, you can't get mad at me because I've changed because of those few times I didn't do it. Nah, bro, you flip
And that's
flopping between the two, the negative behavior
Oh no, we talking about
and
two different
and
things.
and the positive behavior, because if you truly change, then you understand how your previous behavior affected not only yourself but those around you,
Everyone.
and
But
you
then,
make that change and you do that change and apply that change and understand that change and stay consistent with that change. There's no flip-flopping that's happening with that. If you come up with a memory of a negative time and you're sitting back and reflecting on the negativity or the positivity of another time, and in that reflection, that's simply you looking from the past to the present, at the present looking at the past and the future. This is what I used to do, this is what I'm doing now, this is what I will be doing or could be doing in the future. So that's me laying out my choices. The choice then comes in of which way am I gonna go
Right.
in this present time? Which way am I gonna
It's
go? Am I
about the
gonna go back
decision
to,
you make at the end of that
yeah,
reflection.
right at the end of that reflection?
That's
That's
going to
where the
determine
flip
whether you
flopping
flip
comes in.
flopping or not.
Right, because everybody's gonna have those fluctuations
I
of
agree.
of positive and negative energy within themselves or the perspectives of that they have of themselves, or even with their relationship with God. There's times where I would say in my past I said fuck God, there ain't no God, there's nothing but this. And then there's
Ain't no
other
big
times
three. It's
where
just big me.
yeah, it's just big me. And then
Yeah,
next thing
you
I
feel me?
know,
I know.
something gets presented to me where I can't even make that statement in any type of valid sense because I seen different and I saw different and I was changed by it. Like that
Right.
old song by LaShawn Pace. I know I've been changed.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Mm.
something that hits you in a way that you can't recover from. Or you hit you in a way that you can't. I now can't go back to the street shit that I used to do because I have way too much to lose at this point. I've lost
Right.
so much at this point. There's no reason for me to go back. Now, don't
Absolutely.
get it wrong. If you step in a position where you might try to hurt me or my family, that gangster shit gonna come out immediately.
But does that
But
mean
that's
that
in
you
protection.
changed?
Oh, that's still a change.
I think
It's
it
still a
just go
change.
into a thing of this,
That
and then I'm gonna run
methodology,
into Pinky.
that mold. Yeah,
I
because
think it.
I'll fuck you up. I'll go back to when they call me
Hey,
black.
I feel
When
that
they
though,
call when
but
they call when they call me black, and if you saw me, there was a point in time where if somebody called me and you saw me, you knew you fucked up really, really fucking
hey,
bad.
it was coming in to
Cause
regulate, huh?
I'm coming in with the hand of God, and you ain't. It's
Hey,
nothing but wrath on this side.
you
There's
feel
no
me? No,
negotiation. There's no
but
talking.
I wanna say this because I don't always think it's about it, so because what we always look at, if I was a thief at one point and I was a robber at one point, or if I was even a murderer at one point in my life, the skill is still there. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That skill don't never leave me. So it's just about the integration of the skills that you got while you was out there doing dirt and pulling them back into yourself. Oh, okay. If this a last resort, but it's always about who you say you are. If you say you don't believe in murder and you say, oh, I don't condone murder, but you out here funding wars and shit, but bitch,
Yeah.
contrary to popular belief, you condone murder.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really care how you talking. That to me, flip flopping. But Denise has said something to the effect of, so you have a moment that doesn't mean it's a flip flop. And I agree, you cheat on your keto diet. That
Why
don't
you
mean
calling me
you
out?
stopping. That don't mean that all progress has stopped. It just
Right.
mean that, hey, we gotta get back on the ball. I ain't changed. One moment don't mean that you've changed. But if it's something that you do all the time, this is what I
Mm-hmm.
call flip flopping. This is a person that's straddling the fence to me. But Pinky, you wanted to ask a question. I hope you wrote it down. And I want to give you the floor to do that. You on mute, love.
you know I be riding.
I know you be right.
What was I gonna say? You was giving me the floor to say something about like flip flop energy.
You had started talking and you had raised your hand and said, can I say something really quick?
I feel like it was because, again, it just takes me back into, it's just two different perspectives. It really takes me back to when you said you just don't like the word I used.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah. And that's
with
what
the
it be.
you know what I'm saying, with the flip floppy energy, you can be flip floppy and you can still be healing on yourself. Because like I said, with the high and what is it, the low and the high energies, I can still be flip floppy, meaning I could still be healing. I could be moving into my healing to go to work, and then I figured out, nah, this work don't bring me something good. Every time I go here, this just does not fit for me. This just does not work for me. Then I leave work, and then it's like boom. As I'm leaving work, I'll just be like, well, this does this and this does this and this does this. It's just it really depends on, for me, flip floppy energy. It can happen in two ways. It can happen to the detriment of you being faith, or it can happen in self-reflection of you building something new and having something new for yourself and your soul. So I really do feel like I understand where coming from. I understand where all of y'all coming from, but I really do feel like it's the perspective you take with it. Because I was about
Well,
to go somewhere with that example, but I forgot where I was going, so we're gonna get off that.
it's okay because I understand what you're saying, and that's why I'm always big on, okay, what's your definition of the word flip flop, or what's your
Mhm.
definition of the word conditional? Because we might have different opinions simply because we look at the word differently. I might say,
Mhm.
"Girl, you bad," and somebody might be like, "That bitch is bad. Oh my god, I can't talk to her. I can't fuck with her. She's bad news."
Mhm.
Nah, but in my lingo, bad is, oh girl, yeah, you you looking good, you fly, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
like. So it's always, I do think it's always about perspective, and it's always about definitions. Like, I don't give a fuck how nobody talking, what they talking about. We all got different definitions of different things. Pinky, I want to ask you, what role does justice play in unconditional love?
What role does justice play?
In unconditional love.
Unconditional love. Justice. I feel like I would have to define justice for even to know its role, because justice to me is just like a consequence of what your condition is for unconditional love. So justice, since it's being a consequence of something, since it's being a result of something, since it's being a act of something, it's like, what role does it play? It plays in, what are you trying to actually construct for this unconditional love to really be felt, to be heard, to be seen, to be shown. So when you say, what role does justice play in unconditional role, it plays in unconditional love, it plays a lot, because justice is that condition. What is the contract that you're trying to make to actually have this unconditional love? One of the reasons why I personally don't feel like unconditional love is unconditional, and I feel like it's conditioned to the person, it's conditioned to the time period you're in. And because we're forever changing, we're forever growing, we're forever doing something different, my unconditional love can't be set to, okay, the sun just makes me happy. No, because the sun not the only thing that make me happy. Sometimes I just want to sit in my bed and that made me happy for today. It depends on the condition of who I am at that present moment. So justice plays a huge role, because it plays a huge role in the conditioning of what you want, of what
Now
you
let me
want.
ask you, does God's love override justice, or do they harmonize?
Isn't that? I feel like, does God's love override justice? I feel like it's the same. Like
So they
God's justice,
harmonize.
yeah, they harmonize. They harmonize, because
Okay.
God's justice could be sending you to jail because you need to sit your ass down because you're doing too much. God's
But I
justice,
love you.
it
So
might
it's the
not feel
parental
like
tough
justice.
love.
But it's
You
tough
Yeah.
know,
love.
I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna say tough love. No, I'm not gonna say that either. Because a lot of people be like, "Oh, God sent me to jail." No, you did a crime, you got
Your
caught,
actions.
and that's it. You know, it takes me back to when said you have to be atoned. I want to say you got to do something to be atoned to it, and it's like you have to be in a certain law with God, a certain relationship with God, because He will take His hand off of you if you are not moving of Him. Like He said, a
Okay.
parent, like a parent, if
I
you're
feel
not
that.
moving with him, you found him. Cause I really believe, even if you are doing crime, put God in the forefront of it. You won't be in it for too long, but you probably be in it for a little minute because you're trying to figure yourself out. But
Okay.
put God in everything. You gonna figure it out.
Feel you.
I'm not
Okay.
saying doing it. I'm not an activist. I mean, not an activist. I'm not, I'm not trying to promote that. I'm just saying, if you're gonna do it, put God in everything. Pray about it.
Okay.
I know that's
I
real.
want to open the floor and ask anybody else if they would like to answer that question. If not, I'll move on to another one. But if anybody else wants to take a stab at that question, you're more than welcome
Yeah,
to. Uni?
I was gonna say, for me, justice is reward or punishment for one's actions or inactions.
Mm.
So it's parallel to God's love because it's a fact, it's a law of this universe. Like if you eat
It is. It's
nothing
on the
but
Kabbalistic
McDonald's,
tree of life.
right? If you eat nothing but McDonald's and you have a heart attack, that's not
Mm-hmm.
the devil. That's not, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Nothing else.
your free
But
will. That's
besides,
your
yeah,
decision.
you sat there and you ate 1,000 cheeseburgers from
Absolutely.
McDonald's, and now your heart about to explode out your chest. So
Yeah.
because it's shaped that way, that's what makes justice the consequence. Your justice is that heart attack. Um, and yeah, that it's in that mode where you say, okay, well, maybe I should change my life. Maybe I should change what I need to do. And then it's an opportunity for you to take those 2 steps towards God, so it can take 1 step towards you. But
Absolutely.
that again, that's all about your perspective, and if you're in tune with the law of the universe, the laws of the universe, because they're immutable.
There's 12 of them, contrary to popular belief, but they only
Yeah,
give you
there's
one. But
right. There's nothing you can do about those
yeah,
laws. There's action and reaction, and for every action there's going to be
the
an
law
equal
of cause
reaction,
and effect.
cause and effect. So
Absolutely.
you like you said, yeah. Sometimes you say, for the people who say, God sat me down in that moment. I believe that could be somewhat true. Um, to the extent that it just simply provided a space where you had no choice but to listen. Just like there's periods of time, like when people go through divorces or people go through any type of trauma, and you have a moment to sit in reflection and say, okay, how much of this did I have to do with this? How did my actions get me here? You
And
know what
to
I'm
meet
saying?
yourself
Outside
with
of
the truth.
outside of something random and crazy.
Yeah.
But we're talking about patterns of behavior here. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because a lot of times people run around robbing, stealing, doing drugs, and then you OD and you wonder why you OD'd. And it's like, what you mean why you OD? You was out here shooting stuff in your veins.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's your justice. That's your justice. Just like if I go to work every day and I do what I'm supposed to do every day and I stack my money the way I'm supposed to and invest my money the way I'm supposed to, my justice is to get that back tenfold.
It's about what you put in. You
It's
put
about
in
what
what
you
you
put
want
in. You
out.
you reap what
That's
you
what they
sow.
talk about, the law of attraction, right?
Yeah, you reap what you sow. So if you
Come on,
planting
let's
good
talk about
seeds
it.
and you planting good seeds, you're gonna have a bountiful harvest. If you planting bad seeds and not watering it and not doing what you're supposed to do,
Don't have a
guess
shitty
what?
heart.
Come harvest time, you ain't about to be eating nothing. Y'all gonna starve.
I
And
like that.
so it all boils down to those same factors.
The grasshopper and the ants. You feel me? How
That's a fact.
like
That's a fact.
the sky is falling. The little hen who had to bake the bread by herself. It's always.
Yeah.
I believe that these
Mhm.
things are all have been reiterated throughout time 1,000,001 times. Like and it's just about how you look at it. And like this entire world is precept upon precept, line upon line, just as much as the Bible is. So
Mhm.
anything that you do in a moment, you can reference it back to everything that's happened before,
Mhm.
everything that can happen, and that's how you learn how to tell the future. That's how I learned how to
Mhm.
tell the future. I start recognizing
Mhm.
patterns.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Recognizing
not gonna
patterns.
bullshit me. I see you already, bro. I know 10 weeks you apologize for the exact same shit. Here
Mhm.
go 5 days you doing the same shit again. I'm gonna be mad at you. No, I'm not gonna be mad at you
Patterns.
because obviously what you
Because I
showed
already
me is
know
just
what
the
you're about.
pattern. I
It's the
peeped you
patterns.
already, bro. I'm not finna keep doing this shit when you ready for me. And that's why I feel like God's love is so unconditional. Because whenever you ready for me, I'm right here. And not only am I right here, your false repentance ain't gonna get through either. It's not.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. You're
Exactly.
gonna have to
And
come a
that's
little
the
stronger than
condition.
that. You're gonna have to come a little harder than that. But
Yeah,
I'm here.
and that
I'm
that's
listening.
that's the condition. Is the I'm standing here. I'm waiting for you, and
I'm
and
waiting.
when you get ready and you back on your shit and you doing what
I'm
you're
here.
supposed to do, I'm gonna be here. But until then, you got to get the fuck on from around here because you're not doing what you're supposed to do, and
And I
that's the
think
condition.
that played back into what Pinky and you were talking about earlier about how, yeah, nah, his love, it's definitely unconditional and anybody can receive it. But you got to put the work in to go and get it.
That's the condition.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I feel you. That's why I said it played back into what Pinky was
I
saying.
also
But
feel like when it's the work, because I really do feel like people take work as like, damn, I got to slave over God too. And it's like,
You
no.
don't.
When it's the work could literally be you having a conversation with him. You telling him, hey, I don't know you, big
Right.
dude, but I want to get to know you. And I feel like that's one thing that people really misunderstand about God. Just have a conversation. God never asked for like the $1,000,000 of you. He asked for you.
He
Don't
just
put
And
up
want
a
the
you,
facade,
you.
relationship. Just
you
want the
know?
relationship. That's all he
Exactly.
wants.
I want to
Mhm.
ask China: is God's love a mystery or a revealed truth?
It's revealed truth. It's everywhere. It's in your face all day long. It's when you wake up. It's when you fall asleep. He looking over you. He's always with you. When you dead and gone, he does too. So at the end of the day, it's revealed truth.
You just
Everything
got
that
to
has
come
come to
around to it.
pass, yeah, it's it's there. You just got
I feel that.
gotta get it. like
Anybody else want to take a stab at that question, or y'all agree with
Say
her?
the question again. You kind of said it fast. I'm gonna be real honest.
Is God's love a mystery or a revealed truth?
I feel like it's a little bit of both. And you wanna know why it's a mystery? Because you're learning God just like God's learning you daily. Because you're learning yourself daily. You're still a I feel like for me, I'm still a mystery to myself because I'm still exploring new part. Like every day I wake up and I find something new I love about myself.
but
Every
you
day
know
I
you
wake
love
up and I
yourself.
find at a point I didn't.
But you
Even
know you do
though
though.
I now I do. But there was a point that I didn't know love. There was a point I didn't know myself. There was a point I did not know who I was. It was a mystery to me. Even though I walked like I knew who I was, I didn't know who I was inside. So, do I feel like God's love is a mystery? At times, because I'm still learning and searching who that is inside of me. I'm still searching for that good feeling. I'm still searching for that good truth. I'm still searching for that good love. And I don't mean in the sense of like it's a mystery that I can't unlock. It's just a mystery that it's just like Scooby Doo, Mystery Incorporated. Literally, what you always find out that the monsters were actually just people. It just took a little digging for them to understand who it was in their city that was playing this monster for what cause. It took a little digging now, but the truth was always going to be revealed to them. But it took a little gathering, going, seeking the knowledge. So yeah, I feel like it's a mystery, but it's also revealed truth as you want it to be revealed and as you go looking. Because what does God always say? The more you seek me, the more you'll find me.
Or you're fine.
They got a saying about the truth. They said, if you take one step towards the truth, it'll take two steps towards you. So, y'all know who I think God is. God, the truth. So I don't know what y'all consider God, but God, the truth to me. And I don't mean like, and I don't mean that subjective truth. That's not what I mean. I mean like, what's truth? What's fact? What's this? What's that? Like that's that.
Revealed truth.
That yeah,
Period.
this we can't negate. You can't argue. I don't care what your semantics is. I don't care how you feel. You can't argue that you had to be that you had to come from a woman. Unless you just some type of test tube baby, but what you do know is it took a woman and a man to make you. We can't argue
Test
that.
tube,
This
baby.
this true. I don't care how you got here, bitch. It took this. They ain't got to. They ain't got to. I like that, man. The omnipresent truth. Yes, it's not. It don't just
Yes.
exist one place. It exists everywhere, and that's what
Everywhere.
God is to me.
Exactly.
That's what God. You can't negate this the and that's why when was talking, I instantly thought about the Kabbalistic tree because justice is on the Kabbalistic tree of life. And Pinky, I sent you a link to this. I know we was talking about it way along a ways back ago though, but that tree to me has taught me so much. It tells you how you're created, how you come from the source. Basically, it's a fallen angel type of you dig within yourself, and how you have to work your way back up, which is why they talk about the Kundalini, and so how you work your way back up into into grace, into mercy, into your higher self, or whatever it is that you call it. How you work your way back to the source. Is I want your take on this. I always do. Is God's love a mystery or revealed truth?
Um, I won't say it's a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's an unfolding story.
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
it's an unfolding story, and it's ever changing in the sense of um, it's ever changing in the sense of you're ever changing. So yes, it should be either Fatma or Devin Smith, or Fatma, Ane, or Devin Smith. Yeah. Okay. So there's multiple ways. Yes, thank you. There's multiple ways of understanding that out of the unknown comes the known, right?
Absolutely.
So like as a child, as children, our perspective of the world is vastly different than when we get older, as it should
When you
be.
get older.
In that, your understanding of things will change.
Yeah.
um you know there's so many moments in my life that I couldn't properly digest until I got older, because now I have a pattern to see. Um, so if it's always been there and it preceded even me, because if you think about all that it takes to be born,
Mm-hmm.
all it takes is one chromosome not turning on the way it's supposed to be, one
Yeah.
piece of DNA not being doing what it's supposed to do, and none of us would be here. The
All right.
delicate balance in the level of energy and uh, blood and so much that it takes to create life.
Mm-hmm.
That is an iteration of that love, because this is what allowed us to be here in the first place. And so
Yeah.
once we actually reach that spot of understand looking being able to look back and see all those things, like I said, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a mystery as much as it's a level of comprehension. It's just levels of comprehension. Like,
I
the
feel that.
love of God looks different when you're a child. The love of God is, your mom bought you, that toy that you really wanted for Christmas. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then she tell you to thank God or thank Jesus or whoever. And, in your mind, that's how you relate that love. But then when you're older, and let's say you go through some things, like I've been through some things where, somebody shot the whole area up and none of the bullets hit me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, at the time it was, oh, the nigga got bad aim. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to, oh, I'm supposed to
Yeah.
be here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Dying twice to do that to you. So yeah, that's just my view on it.
Well, thank you, Christopher. I hate you caught us so late. You caught us right in the end. But
Man, I
I'm
was going.
always happy to see you. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you how you been doing, how you feeling, how you feel. I'm gonna give you the chance to introduce yourself. You know what the conversation is, and I want to give you an opportunity to give your perspective.
Man, I apologize to the panel and everybody. I wasn't even feeling good. I was under the weather, boy. I was fighting to get in
Okay,
here,
I'm good.
but I just remembered that we had this joint today, so I'm here.
Shouldn't have been
Hey, I'm
eating them
happy you
shitty
showed
burgers
up.
last night.
Hey, you
The what?
I know you
the,
vegan. I'm just playing. Dang.
The who?
The
the
shitty
shitty
burgers.
burger was
The
last
shitty
night.
burgers.
But I want to be very transparent for a moment. Pinky, this conversation came about because I know me and you had this conversation, but it was Chris's status that sparked this conversation, and I brought the question to you. So, Chris, I know how you feel about this topic, but I want you to go ahead and delve into the question of, is God's love unconditional or conditional? And please give us your perspective as to why or why not.
Um, First of all, my love ain't conditional. I mean, my love is conditional. I don't have
Mm-hmm.
unconditional love for nobody, not even my kids. Not my mama, my daddy, nobody. Nobody gets unconditional love for me, right? And the way that I understand conditional is, hey, if you do something, if you do XYZ or don't do XYZ, then you get my love. But if you do XYZ, you don't get it. So nah. And I think it's just my personal opinion that people, when they say that they have unconditional love, they lying. And I can prove it by saying you loved somebody with your whole heart before, right? They
Mm-hmm.
did something, they cheated on you, they did something, they moved funny, they acted in a way that wasn't in accord with what you wanted, and you stopped loving them.
No, negative.
You stop
Really?
giving them all your love, though. You probably
You don't
never stop
stop
loving
loving them.
him,
Hold
but
on.
you
Stop,
don't love
stop,
them the
stop, stop,
same.
stop, 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 stop. Cause you lying. Cause listen, I'm finna show why you lying. I'm finna show why you lying. Right?
Oh my
I'm finna
God.
show why you lying. Listen,
Come on.
listen. Let me
Come
show
on.
you. Say you dating this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And uh, you find out he's a raper. You find out he's a child molester or a
Oh
raper.
my gosh, she had to go
Listen,
there.
we're gonna go deep. We're gonna go deep. Why we gonna go so light for? Let's go deep. Cause
Take
this
it there, because it's
cause this
unconditional, right?
approved
It don't matter.
because it don't matter. If it's unconditional, it don't matter. Right? Once you
Oh,
find out that he actually did the act, you're not gonna love him. I promise you not. Are you? Exactly. So no, love is conditional. Love is definitely conditional.
it is conditional.
Right. And God's love is too. It's all throughout the Bible, the Quran, all throughout the scriptures. There is a you got to do XYZ in order to get God's love. That's it.
No, 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 no. I don't feel like you have to do X, Y, and Z to get God's love because God's love is already given. It's
For
up to
God so
you
loved
to
the world,
receive.
for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, right? That's what they say in the book, right?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Come on, like I'm ready. Let's go. What
Okay.
time is it?
So if God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, why did he destroy the world? Why did he destroy the world with the
Because
flood?
the world didn't love him back.
Why did he destroy the world? Was that love?
There was love, tough love.
Shit. Nah, I don't believe that. That's just my
Nah,
opinion.
that wasn't love. That was
I
that
don't know.
was
That was
if
discipline.
you study Noah in that story of Noah, he flooded the earth because the first iteration of humans became so wicked that he couldn't
Hold on,
justify
but
it.
let's be clear. I don't believe that story anyway. Because how do you flood something that's round and what did the water fall off to? So I don't believe that story anyway. But I'm just saying, I just gave that as an example for people who do believe it. I don't
Well,
believe
yeah.
that.
So
I
you don't
mean,
believe things can flood?
I don't believe that story. Where
well,
did the water go?
well,
It evaporates. Science teach you how
And it
water
went up and come
evaporates.
back down, right? This all the water does is go up and come back down, right?
That's
If you
it.
flooded the whole planet, there should be an overflow of water somewhere.
well. I have an answer
Technically,
for
there
that.
is an overflow of water.
Where?
Underneath the ocean,
Yes,
There
there is.
is.
Hold
There
on.
is a
but
body of
Listen,
water
listen,
that is
listen. Hold
three
on, hold on.
times the
Hold on.
mass of
It
all
didn't
the
say
oceans
that
that we have
it
on the
flooded.
surface.
Listen, it didn't say that it flooded part of the world. It flooded the
But that's where
world.
you get sinkholes from.
Who?
Water underneath the earth.
It flooded the world, not part of it. But that's a whole nother subject. We can talk about that another time.
Like
You know what I'm saying?
you open and look, listen.
yeah, my
You
boy just
all
came
we
in
all
shooting.
off a topic over here.
Somebody
He
gotta open it.
he
Somebody,
came
let me
in
go grab my
strong.
He
He
Bible
came.
real
came in
quick because
I
Ah,
I'm
was just
married to
coming
this,
in
strong.
with the
obviously,
shit.
because
uh,
If it ain't him, it's J Rail.
Brother took a nap and came in and said, you know what?
I'm
hey, he
alive.
ready. He said he
I'm
prepared.
Baby, he said I'm
He
ready
ready.
for
alive.
Come
war.
on, what you
What's
want,
up?
love? Give it to me.
golly.
Hey, where you want to walk at? I'm trying to walk where you walking at. Take me through your barren lands.
Nah, but I don't believe
Help
that
me see the
unconditional
water,
love
love.
stuff. My children don't even get unconditional love from me. No, nah.
Well,
I don't believe that.
But
I
your
believe
children
people
always
that
have
say that.
access to you,
I
correct?
really do believe people that say that be lying. I really do.
Damn, that's something deep, brother.
Yeah, I think they be lying because that's just how I feel. I think people lie.
So
I
you
think
think
people
people don't have all true
So,
nope,
loyalty then?
nope, nope, nope.
so Chris, let me ask you.
I think people's loyalty is I think people loyalty is conditional.
It's contingent. It's based upon something.
Conditional.
Yeah. But Chris, I want to ask you something. Do you think that that the sacrifice of Jesus was truly unconditional, or did it hinge on redemption?
I don't believe in a sacrifice of Jesus.
You see, this is Gemini behavior. It is your
What do you
season.
mean?
I told y'all he was a Gemini earlier. I
That's
told y'all
I
that.
don't believe
Man,
in that. I
guys,
don't
what a
believe in
people
that. I
in the
don't believe
back.
in that. I don't believe in that. Why should one person have to? Why should one person have to bear the burden of the world's sins? That don't even make sense. Let's think about
Man,
that. One person has to bear the
Well,
burden
also,
of the world's sins.
Talking about not too
That
much
makes
on Gemini now.
sense.
well,
Jimmy Power.
look, I'll put it to y'all like this, right? Because
Come
even
on.
with that story was created thousands of years after Brother Esau actually lived.
Okay.
Was something called the First Ecumenical Council of Nicaea in 325 AD,
Talk to me
where
about it.
the perception of Jesus that we have currently today, i.e., things like his birthday being on December 25th, which
That's
is
a
not.
lie. Yeah.
Why you don't believe that though? What? Hold on. You believe everything else but that. Why?
Who's that? Who's that? Why you
Who?
calling me
I'm
out
talking
first
about my
of all?
sister.
You
I'm
he a
talking
talking
about
about
me
my
up
liar.
sister.
here?
I was about to say, wait, hold on.
I know you don't. By you calling him Esau, I already know where you coming from. So my sister said she don't believe that, but she believe.
It's certain things I have my own different takes on. I mean, everybody does.
Okay.
Correct?
Well, the only reason I asked about Jesus is because you brought him up as being the ultimate sacrifice. So that's why I brought Jesus into play. But everybody know how I feel about Jesus. But anyway.
Me and you
But
here.
that's a
We
me thing.
here.
That's always been a me thing.
But no, I
Huh?
don't unconditional love.
No,
No,
with Jesus?
I don't.
Mm.
Jesus is a mushroom.
Jesus
You know
was an
what? You got
example
people.
for Jesus
You
is an
got
example. Jesus
folks
Jesus
right now.
tells you
Envelope
that
$20.
you could do greater works than he could do. So I feel like Jesus is just simply showing you what you're
A symbol.
capable of. That's how I feel about
Yeah,
Jesus.
for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
That's me.
Yeah, the works I do.
So
They
whether
do.
you
Like,
apply what he showed you or whether you don't, that's up to you. We can worship Jesus all we want to, but it wasn't strictly for the worship of Jesus. It was for the application of what he was. It was
the,
the example, and that's what you're supposed to do.
mm-hmm.
Mm, mm,
That's how
mm.
I feel. That's me.
Wait,
I
why,
feel,
why we got both
I
of them
feel you.
there? Mm-hmm.
I feel
That's
you.
me.
I feel you. I feel you. Hey, look, me and my wife tell everybody Jesus was a mushroom. So,
Well,
know.
all I know, Jesus was a mushroom.
You
He's
said
supposed to
Jesus
open
was a
up your.
what? A mushroom?
Yes, he's supposed to open your perspective, show
Can
you
you can you
how
under
much you
like
are
elaborate
integrated
on
with
that?
everything else.
Can I get on there?
I
Oh
can
God,
follow that
Pinky.
logic.
Not
Yeah.
But can
Pinky
you
asking to
elaborate on that
elaborate.
just so I don't understand that?
A
Wait, hold on.
Oh
Is
my
a
I would
God.
love to understand.
Anae, yeah,
Oh,
no.
what are we on? Anae,
That's
elaborate for
Desi.
us, Anae. Tell them. Hey, babe.
Oh, you're eating cookies and shit.
Hey, I want some cookies too, love. You got cookies? Give me
Girl, I
some.
got them from insomnia. It was a chocolate, oatmeal chocolate walnut bussin'.
Who got the
Oh,
insomnia?
that sounds good.
And it's
Type of
vegan.
cookie. I'm
Higher
trying.
than a giraffe, pussy, babe.
And it's vegan.
Listen, and it's vegan. It's lit.
You got the
Nah,
vegan joints?
yeah,
I'm weak as hell.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Hey,
so
Chris, you gotta fuck
I
with them
made
in
him
real
tell
life. I'm
y'all.
telling you.
Oh,
I
I
made
am.
him tell y'all
Yeah.
that Jesus was a mushroom because every time somebody get to talk to Jesus, I really have to tell them that he's a mushroom. So I know somebody said elaborate on why he's a mushroom. When
Yeah,
you
go
go,
ahead.
when you go and you do your history on the psychedelic quote unquote cults of the old days, the ancient times, you will see that they used a lot of psychedelics. They did a lot of ritual, a lot of sitting with the medicine. They did everything from sitting and doing sex parties to sitting and meditating and elevating. They use everything from ergo or ergot, which grows on. It's a fungus that grows on rye, and that's what we synthesize LSD with. They used the morning glories. You actually see these around the hood a lot. It's a little trumpet like flowers. But the most common and what psychedelic is available across all continents is a mushroom. And in every continent you will find Amanita muscaria and a psilocybin mushroom. So what they would do is they would sit Now, when you think about the things that happen in the Bible, like somebody talking to a bush or a bush talking to them, when you go to the scene of Jesus seemingly talking to himself, these are all psychedelic occurrences. These are all things that very much happen on a trip. And it makes a lot more sense when you think about it in a psychedelic context. But there's also historical evidence of this. When you look at all the churches that was built, you'll see
Jesus is always
surrounded by mushrooms. The tree of life was actually mushrooms. And you know what we call mushrooms in mycology? We call them fruit. There were no apple trees at that time. Apples weren't even a thing. The closest thing we would have had was a fig. But again, what do we have is a fruit. They talk about the veil. You know what else has a veil and what gets thin and when it's ready? A mushroom. So when they say eat of my body, the body of your mushroom is a fruiting body is what we call that, because the whole entire network is the mycelium under the ground, the things that you can't see in the seen and the unseen, as above so below. So we eat the fruit and we become Christ-like in our consciousness. Christ is a consciousness, is a state of consciousness. There's no history that supports that there was ever a person, a physical person named Jesus Christ. There is no roster for that. And I don't know about anybody else, but there had been some account of somebody doing some shit. No. Also, mushrooms the whole government account for all of the miracles that happen because they support neuroplasticity. So they can cure things like ailments of the mind, like dementia, stuff like that. They increase visual acuity. I don't know if you ever had a mushroom trip, but I know that every time I trip, I know when I come up is happening because my glasses come off. I can see everything. African hunters in different African countries, they have been known to consume small amounts of psilocybin because of that enhancement of your senses before they go hunting. And it always makes a prosperous hunt. But I can go very, very long time about how Jesus is a mushroom, but I'm not going to take over y'all space like that. But I just want you to know that Jesus is a mushroom. And if you want to meet him, you can definitely eat a mushroom and do that.
We also have them.
Well, when you get time, when you make time for me, you could come on and talk to me all by ourselves, love. I never
you got my phone number. You're more than welcome to call me. Your number saved in my phone, so I won't ignore you like I do everybody else.
Babe. No, it's always a safe place. I'm always looking to open my perspective, dive into different places. You feel me? So I would a lot of books that I got people already saying they want to hear more, and I want y'all to hear so much more. But like I said at the beginning of this, we dominate.
Well, if you want to schedule a pod that's just about that, I'm more than happy.
I can't do it Thursday.
You was just talking about interviewing somebody.
Huh?
You was just talking about interviewing somebody. Look at
but
God.
You know me, love. You know how manifestations work for me. It just happened. Hey,
and we did say on the last one that I would do it again.
Hey, yeah, I know. So, yeah, he said, "Fuck a number. We need you on the show." Hey, you hear me? I'm where you at, but I always appreciate you. I always appreciate you, your knowledge, everything that you are about, love. You are beautiful. You and your husband. I don't never want to leave him out. You and let me get him a name. This is an A, Nebulae,
girl,
and Vader.
Say that.
Hey, I don't know, man, but I'm gonna
get up off this thing, finish eating my cookies, and I'm going to finish making this list because I'm about to go live on a farm in Hawaii with some elders for like 6 months, real quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
So I gotta have all my. I won't be regular camping. I'm going to be glamping, so I'm about to be real extra out here. So I'm about to learn indigenous and old school ways of tattooing because I'm a tattoo artist, but I want to go around. So this is my
you gonna be hammering like that?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. That's it. I feel that.
Yes, ma'am. And I will be going to the mean to learn it. But anyways, I don't want to hijack your podcast, so I'm gonna give this phone back to my husband.
Hey.
All right.
Okay. They asked if the cookies got mushrooms in it. That's what they want to know.
No, but I do make mushroom edibles, which are better than the ones you're ever going to get, like One Up and all those other ones, because they're using synthetic psilocybin, and we don't want that. I grow my own mushrooms in-house. Desi will tell you. I post about it all the time. I'm actually doing a raffle right now if you want to win a medicine box. The boxes there's 2 boxes, a big one and a little one. But the big box has over $400 worth of stuff in it, and the little box has over like $200 worth of stuff in it. The raffle tickets are dumb cheap. But they're in the big box. You're gonna get full sizes, and in the little box, there's gonna be little sizes. There's LSD in the big box. There's MDMA in the big box. There's mushrooms in the big box. There's edibles in the big box. There's crystals in the big box. There's a lot of stuff in the big box.
And you get a stuffy.
And you get, oh yeah, you get a squishmallow. So that's also lit, and some coupons. And then there's a retreat if you want to come. I am a facilitator of medicine specifically for people of color, and so my next retreat is in Tulum, where we're going to sit with the medicines, the visionary mushroom. We're going to sit with Sananga, and we're going to sit with Hape. It's 5 days. It's at a private cenote. If you don't know what a cenote is, I'm gonna need you to go look at that because it's fire. And it's 5 days, a deep dive into you and your highest self and your purpose. And yeah, that's all I got right now. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you. I always appreciate
told y'all where to fucking find it, huh? That'd probably be smart.
I mush farms, y'all. Mush womb farms.
No, ma'am. It is fruit of the womb. Life.
Okay. Give it to him. Give it to him.
Yep.
You got to tell them where to go. You can't just leave them hanging, love.
And then if you want to enter the raffle for the medicines, you're going to go to the Akashic Garden and follow me. And then you're going to see all of that stuff Facebook about the retreat pinned to the top of the page. This is on Facebook. I'm an old lady. I haven't got with the Instagram yet. Okay, now I'm done. Thank you.
All right. Thank y'all. So y'all know where to find Anae. So make sure you check her out. I appreciate you coming and explaining why Jesus was a mushroom to us. I appreciate the knowledge, love. Thank you so much. So I want to we're gonna back down, scale down. We're gonna end this. And I want to tell you all thank you for showing up. However, I do want to give you the floor to give your last words. Pinky, you to the right of me first, so I'll let you go ahead.
Hey you guys, what I really want to say was I just love the conversation. I just love how open y'all are. I love how honest y'all are. I love how informative y'all are. Y'all teach me something new about myself, about life, about God, about just anything that I'm going through. Y'all help me just get through it. Honestly, y'all help me to keep going, keep moving, keep improving, keep wanting to learn. Even when she was talking, it just made me realize, like, bitch, there's so many things out there that I still don't know. Let me get to know, and not even in a bad way. So thank y'all for opening up my mind each and every time that I come on here. So that's really what I have to say to y'all. The people, I love y'all though.
Hey, well, I appreciate you as always, Pinky. I love your perspective. You always give me something to think about. You I'm old, so you give me a younger way of thinking. So I appreciate that because 56 is tough, love. It's tough. Would you like to give us some last words?
Wait a damn minute. Wait, you said you 56.
Who 56?
Girl, listen.
Who
Yes,
56?
Where?
Who 56?
I am. I'm 56.
You a 56
Cut your
damn
lies.
lie.
I could show you the tree of life if you like.
Listen.
I know where you
lying.
Ain't no motherfucking,
Oh.
ain't no
Baby,
motherfucking
She
way.
lying.
I am old.
Desi
Me
said
and
she's
Desiree.
56.
We
She lying.
twins.
You better text me your ID right now.
She lying. I'm the oldest
I
on
don't look
the side.
56 to
All
There's
y'all.
no
Black
motherfucking
don't
way you
crack,
know
honey.
56.
Black don't crack. Remember
If you're
that.
56,
Black
I'm
do
56.
not crack.
Well, baby, we the same age, dear love. You
If
know
you
we
50, I'm
twins.
50. Please stop lying.
We
What?
If
twins.
you're
Hello,
56,
56-year-old.
ain't no motherfucking way.
No,
Baby.
no,
If the
no.
wisdom flow how it flow, talking about something. I thought y'all was in y'all 30s, baby. Thank you. I look good. I look good enough for 30, don't I?
There ain't no fucking way you know 56.
Man, that girl is not on 56.
She can't. She know ain't no damn 56.
Because what the fuck you be needing?
Yeah.
I be
I'm gonna show y'all
eating
where
my
the fountain of
Wheaties.
youth at. Don't worry about it. I got y'all.
Yeah.
I
What
am
the
the
fuck?
oldest on
What are
this
you
I'm gonna
side.
bring
talking
you.
about
I'm gonna
right
bring
now?
you a cup. I got the elixir. I'm
I
gonna bring
am
Let
you.
me
the
see your
elder here.
ID.
Listen, y'all know I ain't no
My
56.
who?
Desiree just full of shit.
I'm the elder here.
No, you are not the elder.
Yes, I am.
Oh
I know
yeah, you is.
nobody
Yes,
I
older
Chris
forgot you is
is.
the
side.
elder. I forgot.
Like,
Mental is actually the elder, but you like right under mental, I think. Or right under there.
I forgot what the hell I was finna say.
Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever you want to say.
Ain't no damn way, no damn 56.
No, I'm 38.
38.
38.
I still don't believe that.
She telling y'all what her age is. I was
Oh
born
no,
in
I really
1960.
am 38.
Desi, there's no motherfucking possible way he was born.
Desi
There's
lying.
there's no possible way.
I have to introduce y'all to my mama because she 80. Y'all ain't gonna believe it.
Desiree just got an old soul.
What about you? Because my mama damn near 90, but what?
She 80,
No,
60.
I know black don't crack, but damn it, that's this.
Nah, that's
what?
a lie. Black do crack.
Right,
Yes, it
black
do.
do be
Come on,
cracking
the no
sometimes.
man
Black do crack.
38.
We gotta stop that. Black do crack.
You better chill.
Thank you.
Not like
Black do
us.
crack. I seen a bunch of crackheads. I knew they was black. Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, okay, so check this out. Y'all already heard, my wife already told y'all all the websites and links. Futurist Division Media Group. If y'all need any help with hacking the algorithms, holla at your boy. We worked at Facebook, so we know all the things. We actually help put some of the algorithms that are currently in place into motion. Like we was really going to New York and actually doing that. So businesses, if you need help with getting your business right and your business structure right, we got you. We got you. We
promote your business.
Well, yep. Just send stuff to us, and we'll help promote through our stuff. Right now, we got 4.7 million in reach. That's why we share all this stuff. Yeah, that's every 30 days. So we on it like that. And also, Desi, there's no motherfucking possible way you motherfucking 56. And I refuse to goddamn believe that shit. And it's just I fucking refuse. I don't care if you lie about your age. That's cool. I don't know why, but whatever. But other than that, thank you for the conversation, y'all. Peace. What the fuck? 56.
He lying.
Fucking way.
China.
No.
Too faint in her.
She did. She said it's like now I'm 38.
Oh.
Oh no, I said I'm 38. Yeah. Okay. Y'all, listen, I'm just gonna the topic was on love, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I always go off of 1 Corinthians 13:4-8 about love. It is the perfect example of what love is. Also,
Could you read it?
You want me to pull that script? Hold on.
Yeah, because I can't go off my mental memory, so.
Okay. So, no problem. Look, you see how you coming in the end when we trying to end, you trying to spark some muscle.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was sick, love. Excuse his sickness.
My head.
All right. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with truth.
Oh shit! Ain't none of us loving nothing dead.
Oh, look, see, that's Gemini. That's Gemini behavior.
Dang, you gotta say
Why?
none of us.
That is
Just go back.
Gemini
Just read the list again.
behavior.
Wait a minute.
If you've been impatient, you don't love them. If you've been arrogant,
it's not saying impatient to the point of
read it again.
But you can fall in and out of love, though.
You can fall in and out of love. You
ain't
gotta love the way that somebody loves you.
Yeah.
I don't
and I feel like love comes
love.
in different forms. Like I love you as a
You
friend
don't want
versus
to
I love you
fall in
romantically.
love.
There's different types of love.
Right.
Okay.
There's
We
a lot of different
have
types.
a love show.
Desiree,
Huh?
Frozen?
which way is he? This way? He's this way.
Yeah, he the way you pointing. He to your right.
Get your boy. You know what? Gemini behavior.
This is a free conversation. Y'all supposed to come prepared.
Season no more.
What's
It's not Gemini season anymore. It's all about the
It
couple.
is still Gemini season, ma'am. What are you talking about? We got the rest
sir.
of the year.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Contrary to popular belief, this big Cancer season, fuck you talking about birthday on Wednesday. Ain't no Gemini and no fuck over here, honey. It's Teddy just so you know. It's real.
With the shits. I'm trying to end my stuff.
My boy got shot at yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Big Gemini got shot at yesterday. So you know what I'm saying?
He a big Gemini.
Oh hell, Trump. Hey, they almost took him out too, child.
It was
Geminis need to be shot out, obviously. Golly. Shoot them. They every season there. Shoot their ass. Obviously, take their ass the fuck out. It's not your season.
Yes.
Trump had to go because he thought it was his season. season.
It's
Chris,
still Gemini.
Trump
Chris,
always think it's his
Yes, ma'am.
it's
season.
cancer season. It is
It's
cancer
never
season,
a
honey.
dull moment with Trump. Trump always think it's his season.
That is
Talking
my
about some, see, he's a combative Gemini. I'm more relaxed.
yeah.
Okay, Van. Clear that up real
Van
quick,
is
love. Clear it up.
Van
No,
is
I'm
full
just
of
messing.
shit.
Chris,
He's full of
Chris
shit.
always know, Chris, you forever have my unconditional love, love. Don't worry. It don't matter what you say. You always got it.
You got
As a
my
matter of
unconditional
fact,
love
all of
too, Chris.
y'all forever have my unconditional love. Ain't no flip flopping, ain't no changing. I'm on your side regardless, love. And that's just faith. I got a lot of faith in y'all. I trust y'all. So you'll always have it. You go kill somebody, I'm gonna be asking you, well, why they made you kill them? Why you had to kill them, love? What they do? I'm on your time. I'm on your side all the
Violate.
time.
Don't
And
tell me
that's
shit.
facts. That's facts.
No.
I'm on your side.
Kill it,
Where you
mom.
want to hide the body at? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you 15 ways to dispose of the body. What you trying to do?
I don't know about what she's talking about up there,
That's
but
I'm down.
however,
I am
don't tell me
down.
shit about how nobody. I don't
We
want to
not
know.
gonna
Just
get
give me.
caught. I ain't gonna let you get caught. See, they got conditional love, not me. It's unconditional, and
I
that's
just
for
don't want
all
to
of
What if
know.
I
y'all.
see how
what
they
if I
just
don't say nothing but
I
your
just
That's
don't
for
want to
all
big
of
know.
y'all.
big mouth
I just don't
belly
want
and
to
you
told you.
over
know.
there just telling
No, no,
everybody?
no,
Cause
no,
like you
no. Here
told
y'all
me,
come with y'all
you
I just
finna
don't
tell
want
conditional
to
somebody
know.
love.
else. Oh no, I
I
ain't
don't
gonna
hear
just
that.
Thank
I
y'all.
ain't going
This
to jail
man
with
done
your
murder
ass.
somebody. He needs y'all to help him hide the body, and y'all talking about y'all not fucking with him. That's
I ain't going. I
conditional.
ain't saying what I'm
That is
fucking with, but
I
I just
conditional
said
said
I
my
don't want
love.
love
to know.
conditional. I ain't even gonna sit over
I
here and
don't
say it's
want to know.
unconditional.
You said
That's
your
I
love is conditional.
crazy.
My love is conditional, but I just don't want to know. I don't know how you killed the
Uh,
body, how many times you stabbed him, how many times you shot him in the head. I don't want to
I need to
know.
know
I
all of
still love
that
you
because if I
though.
have to help
I
you
don't have
hide the
no.
body and
I
get the
don't know what
story
they talking
correct,
about.
I need to know every single last detail, honey.
Hell
Bare your
no.
soul to me.
Cause
I don't
why
know
you
what.
Bare it.
telling me if you gonna tell me, you gonna tell the whole world. I don't trust it, and I don't want to. I ain't finna get nah.
Mm,
Then Desi need to tell what her real age
I
is.
know a Scorpio that would stop me from catching. No, 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 she wouldn't. And I know the Scorpio you talking about, and I just gotta know that this is the Scorpio you talking about. But no, she wouldn't, love. She gonna help you get the body. She be killing
Scorpio's gonna help
everything. What is
you.
you talking
They
about?
gonna help you bury the
She
body.
kill lizards. She kill
Hey man, let's
everything.
be
She gonna help
man.
you
Let's
get
show
the
the
body.
love, man.
You talking
She
about
Show
gonna
me?
the
help you
love, man.
touch it.
Hey, who
You
did
talking
that?
about me?
You see them balloons?
It gotta be. I ain't
Oh
say no
yeah, I'm a
names. You the
Scorpio.
one came in here pointing fingers.
How did I do them balloons?
It's something with
I
your
don't
phone, I
know
guess.
Y'all ain't just see them balloons?
You like
where they come up
ET
at.
far home, ET far home.
Nah, them balloons
I
good.
don't know. But all right, Chris, I'm gonna open up the floor for you to give your last words because you Gemini in this Cancer season.
It's still that season, but I know I came in late, man. I really didn't get a chance to really dive into the conversation, but man, love yourself, man. Fuck trying to get some love from somebody else. Love yourself. That's where your unconditional love should be at. You should have unconditional love for you. That's where it.
I like
I
that.
agree with that.
I love that. Actually, take a mushroom while you're at it. You're gonna love yourself a lot more. Make sure you link up with the Akashic Garden. I want to shout out these businesses that are here today. Inner Conversations on YouTube. You can definitely check her out. It's with the Z. Don't forget. Valet Sensuals 8. Love, I never remember your Instagram. So Valet Sensuals 887. What we looking at? Give it
It's
to
at the
us.
bottom right there. The late 8587.
I
Right there.
Come about Big Gemini. Come on, Chris, with the preach. Also, Chris, the big Gemini who think it's his season, y'all could catch him at the Akade
It's still
Convention.
the Gemini
Hey,
season.
with the K, you feel me? And listen, baby, Gemini's mad because they ain't show up the way they needed to show up, but it's style that liberates, and
Man,
I'll
we've
give
been
him
showing
that.
up all year. What is you talking about?
Baby,
I'm sorry,
you think you
Scorpios
showing
show up
up? We
all
finna
year.
sit your ass the
It's
fuck
always a Scorpio
down.
thing.
Give me till Wednesday, love. I'm finna sit all y'all people down.
Okay,
People.
Trump 24.
Councils, y'all might get a day. Y'all month ain't even really y'all month. For
Mm-mm.
real.
Baby, my whole life been my life, and I've been a Cancer my whole life.
Councils
Everything is
ain't
mine.
really,
Just
it really
because
ain't
y'all
a
come in with
council. We
y'all
forget
askew
about y'all
perspective,
for real.
it's cool.
We
It's
forget
cool.
about y'all little
But what
crybaby.
Baby, we
year?
crabby as fuck. Don't you ever forget that. Y'all love us. That's why y'all
What
making seafood
year?
broils and shit.
Krabby
Stop
What
Patty.
fucking playing
what
with us. Bitch, y'all been
what
eating us for how
year?
long? Let's not. Let's not.
What
Let,
year?
let me
What
remind
year
you on
did you
how
become a
important we are
Cancer?
to the economy. Bitch, we the reason why y'all up one. Fuck you talking about?
What year did you become a Cancer? That's the question.
1966.
She
She
tried,
lied.
boy.
She
She
lied when
tried.
she said 60.
1966, love. 1966. Don't y'all ever forget it.
No,
Get it?
no,
It's the
no,
66s.
no,
It's gotta be in the
no.
50s.
All right.
Nah,
So
ain't no way. Ain't no
I'm
way.
just saying.
Ain't no way.
I'm just saying.
Ain't no way.
Hey,
I
baby,
don't know
my
why you
feelings.
coming
You
on here
could you
lying
could
on
try to
Beyonce's
you could
internet
try
like
to
this,
hurt
but
my
I
feelings,
don't
but
understand.
you don't run shit over here. You can't
You
hurt my
won't
feelings
win
unless
with
I let you.
listen, that
Understand that
counter right there.
this is
That's a tough
this is
crap.
a
That's a
well
tough cookie.
put together cancer,
It
love.
sure is.
Well
That's a
put
tough
together.
cookie over there, baby. You ain't gonna hurt who
Gotta
feelings
get through
Well
hurt.
put
Gemini
together.
season first. You gotta get through Gemini season first.
That's okay, love. They
Okay?
saved the greatest for after Gemini season.
No. The
We got to
great
get through
is
crazy and
Gemini.
sanity. And I understand. You keep crazying while we keep making people sane. We create crybabies. And we are not crybabies. We create them
Y'all are the
motherfuckers. That's what I
crybaby.
need y'all to do.
I don't know.
That's one
Y'all
thing I really
crybabies.
need
Y'all
y'all to
some sensitive
understand.
ass people.
So I want to say thank you all for tuning in to the immersive experience. As again, it's a podcast about you, for you, from you, and that's where all these perspectives come from. So thank everybody on the panel for your opinion, your experiences, your beliefs. I truly cherish them. You all open my perspective every single time. As far as it comes to the essence of God's love, if it's a free gift or earned grace, I hope we broaden your perspective on how you feel about these things. If not, keep searching. One question I do want to leave you with is I want to ask you, is God's love a source of comfort or challenge for you? So, and you can go ahead, you can answer that within your own time, within your own right. And if you tune in Thursday, what we will be talking about is withholding sex in a relationship. Can't wait to
That's
talk to you guys.
me,
We'll see you
baby.
Thursday. Have a good one.
That's me.
Do the